Welcome to the PrintShip3D model building tutorial. We'll show you how to install the twin stick in the Radiomaster remote control. Take your remote control and switch it off first. Then disconnect your battery and set it aside. Next, loosen the 4 Allen screws on the back of the remote control. Now remove the handles on the sides of the remote control. Now remove the back of the remote control by carefully folding it upwards from the bottom. Unplug the speaker cable and set the back panel aside. Now loosen the 4 screws that secure the control stick. Be careful not to drop the screws into the housing. Turn the housing over and the control stick should now fall out of its holder on its own. If the component is stuck, push slightly from the front. Be careful not to damage any adjacent components. Next, unplug your joystick from the circuit board. Put your remote control aside. All you need now is the control stick. Turn the control stick to the side where you find a small circuit board. Beneath the circuit board, on the stick's pivot point, is a ring magnet. You'll find 2 small circuit boards along the cables. One for the X-axis, one for the Y-axis. Loosen the mounting screws on each board and remove them. These boards contain your Hall effect sensors. Measure the magnetic field generated by the magnet above them. When the joystick is moved, the magnetic field changes. This change is detected as movement. These sensors are more precise than conventional potentiometers and don't wear out, making them more durable. The circuit boards are additionally attached to the housing with hot glue. Carefully peel the glue off the housing. Never use heat to remove it. Set the circuit boards and wiring harness aside. Next, you will need tweezers to remove the ring magnet from the rotating axis. Slide the open tweezers with the 2 prongs under the ring magnet to gently pry it off the axis. Be careful not to damage the magnet. Damage to the magnet can alter its magnetic field, which can lead to changes in the readings. After removing the magnet, scrape off the adhesive. You will find 2 markings on the magnet indicating the north and south poles. Repeat this step for the second magnet of the remaining axis of rotation. Now put the control stick away. You won't need it anymore. Store it away so you have it ready for later reconfiguration. Now we begin assembling the twin stick. For this you will need the pre-printed components of the twin stick for Radiomaster remote controls. For assembly you will also need 8 M2.5x 12mm screws. First, you will need the sensor mount and sensor gear components. Check their fit by inserting the gear into the mount and turning it. After checking the mobility, set the sensor mount aside. Now carefully place the ring magnet onto the rotating shaft of the sensor gear. Do not force the magnet onto the shaft. The magnet should slide onto the shaft with slight resistance. File the shaft down a little and repeat the steps until the magnet slides on smoothly with slight resistance. If the magnet fits, remove it, insert the gear into the sensor mount, and reattach the magnet to the shaft. The magnet should protrude approximately 1 mm from the wall of the mount and be able to rotate moderately using the gear. Use a small amount of grease to lubricate the gear's movement. Repeat the steps for the second gear. Now insert the sensor mount into the base plate frame and secure it with 2 screws. Ensure that the tab on the base plate presses against the pivot point of the gear. This will prevent the gear from coming loose during operation. Apply a small amount of grease to this tab to improve the gear's smooth operation. Next, use the gear to align the magnet so that the north and south pole markings are parallel to the base plate. To ensure that both channels of your remote control deflect in the same direction later. Do not orient the magnets in the same direction. For example, if the north pole of the left magnet points forward, the south pole of the right magnet should also point forward. Once you've correctly aligned the poles, screw 2 screws into the 2 holes of the center connecting strut on the base plate. Screw them in until they protrude about 1 millimeter on the other side. This prepares you for assembling the console. Set the completed base plate aside for now. Next, we'll assemble the console. First, take the console and drill out the holes with a 7mm drill bit. This will remove any small imperfections in the axle mounts and ensure smooth operation. Then, take the 2 small lever axles with the small gear and insert them into the drilled out holes in the console for a test fit. If it fits and the axle rotates smoothly, remove it, grease it well, and reinsert it. Make sure the small tab on the turntable is pointing upwards. This tab limits the rotation angle of your lever and prevents over-rotation. Align the axles so that the 2 tabs inside the housing point upwards. Next, insert the loosening component into the gap between the 2 gears. Also, grease the contact surfaces that press against the gear pivots. Now attach the 2 levers to the axle ends that protrude from the sides of the console. Remove any excess grease beforehand, before screwing the levers in place. Check that they move freely and that the locking tab properly restricts the pivot point. Adjust if necessary. Before we connect the console assembly to the base plate, press plenty of grease into the gearbox. Now assemble the base plate with the desk assembly and tighten the screws on the underside of the base plate. Check that the remaining screws are tight and tighten them if necessary. Now you need the wiring harness with the 2 sensor boards. Align the sensor board so that the small transistors on the board point towards the ring magnet on the shaft. The transistor should also be in line with the magnet. Take the small mounting screws and attach the boards to the 2 mounting points. Next, sort the cables and secure them to their respective slots with cable ties. This will prevent the cables from getting caught in the gearbox during operation. Next, take the control levers and attach them to the 2 axles. Then screw a screw into the axle to securely attach the lever to the axle. Once you've screwed both levers in place, test their function. Moving the levers should activate the large gears that rotate the sensor magnets. If that works, it's time to install the new control stick in the transmitter. Install the new joystick in the same way as the old one. Use the screws from the old joystick to attach your new joystick to the transmitter. Connect the joystick's control cable to the slot on your transmitter's mainboard. Then reassemble your transmitter. Don't forget to connect the speaker cable before closing the lid. Restore power and turn on your remote control. Calibrate your control sticks and test their function. Your remote control is now ready for your model ship. We hope you enjoy your Navy Twin Stick and thank you for your trust.